meaning to the word Bublan. It originates, and when you see Bublan, you see a town that is surrounding Buda. They call it Lashidi, Deshi, Lakle. These are. So this group of people, they are here in Kan land. We have Deshi here, we have Lashidiao, we have Lakle in Kan here. If you go to the voter regime, where you see what we call Thotho Bublan, Buddha, that we are calling Bublan. The town that surrounded, they call them in the voter regime, Eshiao, Lashidiao, Laklao. We need to wake up. That's a matter. We have Trupeao. We have Trupeao. And I also want to do some correction here. The word is not Trupe. It is called Trop, a revolving object or stone, which later was corrupted to be called Trupe. The word is called Trop, yes, as planet. So we have the planetary system right under cosmology. This group of people, the clan that falls on Trop or Trupe mentioned, they are Tepebiawe. If you go to the Adams, they have the Tepe view, they call them Tepebiawe. Yes, Tepe view. We have Wolimeji in the farm, and this group of people, you can find them right in Angola. They are called Weao, Woliao. They are the Woli group of human race. So if we are looking for anything about Wolimeji, if you're looking for something about Wolimeji, please kindly go to the Weao. We have 256 states that originate the humankind. We have Diaklan, we have Futula. Futula, we have them at the coastal area in the Volta region. If you go to the Fanti land, don't we have Futula there? We have Futula as a clan, they are there. We have Futula as a clan. We also have Kache. Today we call them Akachi. Akachi is not Kachi. They are calling Kache over Jijimema. That is the clan of that group called Kache. Today we are calling it Kache. Sache as Safia Chefiao. Now, I want to give one definition to just one of them because we don't have time. I'm giving 20 minutes to just talk. The Aklan. They are the Toviao that we have today. And this is going to be a breaking news, as I said. Toviao of the human group of people, they are the group of the Aklan in the farm. Their lineage came from the Aklan. Now, let me tell you the story in a farm, in a Poli the Aklan. Poli the Aklan. Abe tonya Adela de Rava, Adela Chimavo, Atoha, Chimavo. Diakla. Abe tonya Adela de Rava, Atoha Chimavo, Adela Chimavo. I will say it in English, and they will give you the meaning. They will translate it in English for you. Now, Diakla. So, Diakla, 5 pound Adela, you can Afijua, can Jajua, or can you draw the lamp? No Gajo. Adela, I got the bear, I ya the bear. Yataba, every dog at Tohao. Ayo dogo to hawa. Akoma to hawaya. Ofa agbalẽwo ɖem dadam bi ko ne woɖe woƒe agbalẽwo le wo ɖokui nenema da ɖi ko wotrɔ zu kpetɔ ne woɖe woƒe agbalẽwo nenema ko wotrɔ zu kpetɔ ko adela ya ebe wònɔ wo kpɔm ʋuu nu ke va dzɔ eye wòkpɔ be wo katã wotrɔ zu kpetɔ wotso kɔ ame nu ye via mia ŋutsuwo ma nyɔnu ye dze tugbea ye nyɔ mia ŋu kɔli ɖe gblɔ tɔ bɔbɔ kɔli ɖe gblɔa kudakpo le te kudakpo kete kudakpo le te gblɔ ne ma ebe nyɔnu ye dze tugbea ye dzi aʋali la le ɖe susu ma ta miatɔ gbi yi ke ne nye adela ma le di aklama ekpɔ etoviwo dometɔ ɖeka wodze tugba le teƒe wɔ ye yi kɔ ebe do asi ɖa dzaa wòkɔ eƒe etogbalẽ hedzra ɖo etohawo yi woƒe gbedzi keke eye wogbɔ ame sia ame va eƒe towo akɔm dodom ɖeka eva ɖo eto ɖe tugbia dzia mekpɔ eƒe togbalẽ edo dzadzabo wotɔwo katã wodo dzadzabo ele be woadzo gama ɖe te wodzo ble ɖeka ɖe afi ma ko nene ƒe nyatɔgbia afi wòbe ɖo le dziaƒo ƒoɖi dzaa kowe ko va be davi o ne ko dzɔe davi ya tsi ma ƒoe elabena ne dzɔ ɖe dzi yobo wòdo dziaƒo ɖe ko be ebe nu dzɔ dzi nɛ ye ɖeka le afia ne yakplɔ yaƒe me tugbedevia megbe o ekplɔ adela ɖo nyateƒe adela ya esrɔ̃ nɔ si hafi wòkpɔ aƒenɔvi detugbe ya eye woyi aƒeme eve ɖi fia esrɔ̃ gbãtɔ be aƒenɔvia ye srɔ̃e ta wozu wome gbe lo míaƒe nyɔnuwo ƒe enuʋaʋã ta aƒenɔ ƒe ʋuwo nyɔnu dze tugbe ʋaʋã ne kpe wɔme ɖeke ɖewo ne be dze tugbe wɔwoe be vevesese le dzidzi ne mía esrɔ̃ gbãtɔ ame ɖe sia ɖe dzi tom ne yeanya afi ke ŋutsua dela be kpɔ aƒenɔ ya dzoe wonyateƒea ebli to mɔ vovovowo dzi eta ame yiwo ne le kɔli via klanyiwo kpɔ hlɔ̃ yi ke wo ɖokui yɔm be toviawo egba ahanono menyo na wo ne wo ŋu dem ahama wo dome gblẽna kɔli ya nɔwa womakɔ ketsi ado dzo ne kɔ ketsi do dzoa agblẽ agbedome ne ɖokui o elabe nu yi ke ketsi ne koe do dzoa agblẽ agbedome ne ɖokui o elabe nu yi ke ne wɔ nu yi ke ne dzi nu yi me ne do dzoa wole abeni womegblẽ nɛ ko nyateƒea aƒenɔ gbãtɔ adela ya gblẽm ɖe ŋu kekekekeke ye wòva ɖa ŋu nɛ ɖeka wòkɔ havi aɖe do ɖe kɔme o baba ba nɔ havi ɖe ne ma fi na ɖu ŋua la si aɖe gbɔ be evɔ eko he nui evɔ ya fofoa mɔ ha eya adela ya mɔ ha eko míasrɔ̃ esrɔ̃ gbãtɔ ne bia be o srɔ̃ nye aƒetɔ aƒenɔ ye ya ne kɔfia ɖe dze tugbe ŋutɔ fike ne kpe le afi ya ne kpe tsɔ ɖe bɔ ɖe keme gali na dzia gana kpe ɖe ŋuti yɔ nye wɔme tɔ anɔ ƒe ya mɔa ebe ŋu ye ŋutɔ ta ebe dzɔdzi ne gbegbe ɖe ŋu ye adela be nyateƒea wobe tsu ake megagbea dzi be eye ne kɔ nenema ya mi wòle toe ɖo ma mi o atoe ɖo nyɔnua be aƒetɔ ɖe be toe ya wobe wonye be ne ge ɖe nye xɔme kutu afi ma ebe togbalẽa ema yi ke woku ɖe enu dzi afi ma nye dzi nyɔnu ya le esi azɔ eye wòsia evivi ʋuu ŋutsuwo me dodom nɔ yi ɖe adegbe kaba o amlɔeba ŋutsua yi ɖe adegbe evɔ eya míanɔwoe ekode gbolu le aƒa me yemenya be lã hã mi nyavi va le mía tsi afi o yi kpɔ toviwo ɖa etoviwo nɔ gbetɔ me awɔ wa nyateƒea nu ke va dzɔ teƒe aɖe va be Toyota V1T2 car number GS 4931 2021 Please. Somebody want to move. So, upon Noya, look at you. At the last year at the way, look back here. I know how I'm going to you got to have the Thotho or to have the Thotho. Upon the level of the summer, many of you catch me a chair to ever influence or more, not the bar. Because it's a Bujina to the war. Upon a two no, we are a millionaire. We will never get some of our any to buy a few more. We have to buy to Nomava, a Chipina at Delaya, or to Pure Alabama. I feel no what do I have to all our family. I to know you are took a neighbor home. You go to Wadua, they will trust you. Those are upon a Navamandia with the element. But those are the Yogi with the Wakatana Lama. Of Yoga, you ain't going to hope with. You might go now. That I showed you. War, I made you war. It was the dog with you. I lay in the dog with you. I can't go to Wadopia. If I should pour. Oh, what a Punica Puero. The Alabia Clora, not that. We had a weapon of you. Yea, Otua, who got the go. A comment about the Lala, and the way to a cock bonnet. Ea the Lapuya, and your label. What the Lamotra? A double about the Lala, a third woman. A third chia, a child, young Jalam, a Sralam, and very much Tonama. What the love gentleman, and no Tom will have not a do a Tuana, then I get the government, but the love of Gmail. I feel my quality Grandmaster, a Tunia de la de cover, but a Tua Echimavu, a Delaha Echimavu. Pierre, yeah, I got off from you, never be younger, a Tovia bar. Never wrong comment a Toviao. Never wrong when you a clan. We come in of Divaladena of Dukwa, Ghana to Africa to we have lost our roots. We have lost our name, our identity. Can you imagine a race that is calling themselves Toviao once you have forgotten about your original name, the account? How can you grow? You can't grow because the word Toviao is just because that change to become human, that give birth to the children or to your ancestors. So you are referring to that to as Toviao. Today, you are humans. You are no more a to, or you are not animals. So we should not call ourselves Toviao. We are Viao. Niga yo mero kwe wo niga Toviao, niga Rao. Mi yo mero kwe Viao, mi yo mero kwe Safia, mi yo mero kwe Chiamao, Chemejiao. Tamiato kwe chu. Votre honneur le point samedi, où tu les as bien au cours de ma topo, non, il n'y a pas de quoi, les médias, les médias, on va les voix, on va vite, à clé, on peut venir d'aller, et tu dois les médias, il y a qu'on y a quand médias. Ta, il y a pas un rond-point, il y a un boulao, Toviao, Likiao, Liona, la Pao. Joviao, comme ça s'arrête comme le Woshio, comme il y a un peu de temps, on a fait la Chinami. Well, explain about our ancestors once we launch our book. So, every human race originated from a farm, as I was saying. So before you can get to your human source, unite with the Father before you know who you are, what you are in this life to do. So we have a fine divination. Yes. What is a fine divination? Many people think a fine divination is about a fine initiation. No. A fine divination is just about checking things happening around you that you cannot see or comprehend yourself. That is a fine divination. To tell you things that are happening around you, whether you have attracted certain death or not, the divination will be able to tell you and give you solution to what to do for you to be free. So, as I said, a fire itself is the cosmos. It's you, it's me. You are a fan, I am a fan. And a fan is beneficial. A fan can benefit us in every kind of way. You know, if you are sick, you don't know the source of the sickness, a fan can direct you and tell you this is where you get the sickness from. And the solution will be given to you. We also have, yes, the cosmology, the science, and all of these things. They are all a fan. So, the message is awakening our self-consciousness. And how can we awaken ourselves? We can only awaken ourselves once we get close to the Father and know how you were created, how you came into existence. There is no much time. Like, it wouldn't be easy. We would have given you deep knowledge upon knowledge. But I want to take the opportunity to thank all of you for coming. And I want to end my teachings here for today and allow others to also add up. Thank you very much.
Put it together for a beautiful story.
Thank you very, very much, Toby, and then thank you, the audience, for being so humble and listening the way you are. You know, it's impressive when the audience and the speakers connect. I would like to go on with the questions. It's almost time, so we'd like to go on with the questions. So we're going to ask only 6 questions. We'll take 3 first, and then we'll answer. Toby will answer, and then we'll take 3 more questions. So I'll start with sir, your question.
I got caught up by the processes of giving birth to a child and the feeling that as well to cover the child, that would be thrown away that our mother, sister, will call Abi. How do we keep the water? Because I have realized that from ages, anytime the mothers leave, that water is gathered and thrown away. How can we keep that water? So what is it that we can do to be able to get back our origin by using that water to make sure we can heal our children? Because all the sicknesses that we are realizing, big heads, whatever I think, they're all strange. And Africans must have the reasons and know how to cure their own children without falling on this Western medication. It does not help us in any other way. So please help us to understand and find out how we can keep the water and to be able to save our children and our children's children. Thank you. My name is G.C. Ambo. My name is G.C. Ambo. God and Christ anyway.
Thank you very much, Mr. G.C. Ambo. I'll take it. All right, I'll take it from Anam.
Happy what the one na goma. There's also that I'm at over very quickly. Then you are very over. Happy with the one na goma. I will put people over. Tobo over no. Look by Doctor Banano. Never call na pro. Near you, when you go quiet, I can't let them so strong. Then you go by Loria. You go back as a goa, open a bed for your top. A lawyer will not do leadership. Am I equal one night? Oh, lawyer may come to you. I'm what I can't bear. You know, walking, you have a night carabri. My name. And you have a catastrophe to me like go. Yamil to Telavana. na go to mani agama nyake afama to bukole kafa okafa obo kole idamu baba no kafa okafa obo kole idamu azasufo bana na basoso azasufo to bana na badokuwa eni tora mde ayenu tara modo kole to masite uzoya agama nyake afama to
Toby was trying to correct us for something we have done earlier, and then we'd like to say thank you, Toby. We really appreciate that. We won't repeat that. Okay, I'll take the third question from my.
My name is Chris Clinton Joseph. My question is, could you please explain if Efa is the exact same as Yoruba Ifa and the Orishas have any connection with this?
Thank you very, very much. So the second wasn't a question, so I'll take the third question from my brother.
Yo, apa? Engkau ini sikit siapa? Ado ableto ableno. Engkau ini mah. Bagaimana mabirnya fufu ba? Anak ni yang ba nyapa nyata tahu ba amawai. Ikannya vijing kakak. Eci kadonalo mua aja ba nya akui. Ado nya adedi akau. Ado ini nya view. Bagaimana dia ba dodo mau di otiang tosio ni kalau dia kosong apa?
Thank you very much. I'd like to the questions were in English, so I'd like to translate. Mr. GC was asking about the fluids that comes out. He's trying to ask how do we keep it? Actually, keep it as in question of the MRP. A question of the Mobile yes, sir, now when I were if I got here about the over so I think happy for Haga the other Chiaka Duna. Okay, I don't have to say it in English. He asked the water that comes out. How do we use it? What are some of the uses that they can point for us? So I'll give the mic to Thotho. The first question was about Chiaka Duna, Leki Ogapia, Leki Ogapia.
Yo, apa? Ma ada bagaimana apa yang ayo, aci, ya, yo meni laba. Chefua anya achitokiana chika aya ye nuya na le dia malo nuya de dia bona nyega achima aye ni de bima fusete ka fi basu de toblibu le fuam atu bona ya sumata de bima nuyo nya amare kamatanya na bonu mala ni banji chia na wuya ya buya ta punpo da dimanci nuyo kona nyenyenga la gimbatia chima buya ta punpo da sumata ya to buyowa chia ola bani nanyo ile bidiga ko kona chimo dana no polo shikana meza nao ko anyona akade de fiaum ala ba chima ye me de dia ibo alo ye mo nana kama gali shika anya nukuga de bimanci ko chefua ka rasumata chefua ala tokinga nya apu nani aso ile vidiga echima nani kuwa mika bawa ko mo ala ba nui nanye de bima alo nui na wo de bima afu dadajia echima yewe makare de memo katala te menya nui do menira ba de dijia echima mayo ulam echima makulam kaka botol chiama ye We need a potential possibility. I keep on my cup. We will. That's so much. Another chip to the Macobano in Bogo and Yamuna Squalo, Nuka. Nuka down from Poker the Funky. We are nowhere. You better from Poker, just matter not to no on a Chimao. Yano, no, after you talk on a Chima for Anima, all on a chip, clear Anima from Pogola, a common from your upper. Go Chadaga here. Are you upper? Chima, my children are better now. Yet all you are cheerful. My children blow. Bocolaba, cheerful and the mention of a chapua. My chapu and your chill. Chimney to full jet the power. Chapua, your about a cheerful way. My children blow. No, that a settlement of Puebla. The antidote.
So the answer is that the water never goes back. You can preserve it like that. It's never going to have a problem. And you can use it.
You have a teaching high priest. If you have a problem on it, the Yaporian
Thank you, my senior brother, for the question. Currently, you see, the Eurocentric way of doing things now is very difficult to keep some of these things at home. Because the hospital, the type of hospitals we have, from, before the child is born, how do they call it? Antenatal and postnatal. Everything, they keep the records. And once you deliver, everything is taken away from you. But in those days, we live in a communal way. In the community, we have our traditional birth attendants that take care of all those things, and they know where to keep all these things for our mothers. So that when the child is growing and there's something, and that is why when our mothers in those days, when they take seed, they will go and find out from the book who that child will be. What is it? What she's supposed to eat and what not to eat. So that water that comes is sacred. But for now, the preservation now, before we can do that effectively, we need to start creating our own communities again. Because right now, if you go to the hospital and your wife gives birth, they will not give it to you. If you like, go to the court. If you try taking it, they will try and jail you. That is the reality. So the only way back is to start all over again. We go back and we start our own community, build our community back again. So just to answer my senior man your question, fine. Even in our villages, recently I was in a village in Georgia. A woman gave birth at home, and an old lady delivered the baby, and everything was kept there. I was surprised. But today, with the modernity, excuse me to say, the so-called modernity, we don't even want our old ladies to touch our women when they are going to deliver. We give them names. So to answer you, the best way is go back to the drawing board to rebuild our communities again. That is the only effective way we can preserve this sacred water. Now, my brother, I would like to answer your question, though it is directed to my senior man, but I would like to take the wheel out before he comes in. Yes, our brothers in Nigeria, the Yorubas, they call it Ifa, right? When you come to Ghana, we say Afa, alo Afa. But when you go deep, it's supposed to start with E. Afa. Afa. That is when you are sick or something is disturbing you, and you come to him or you go to him, and he divines for you. It brings out the solution. So immediately he applies that solution, you're supposed to have what? Your sickness, everything is supposed to come to an end. So it's based on the language and this thing, but it's the same thing. Ifa, Afa, Afa, we are all saying the same thing. Okay? I hope I've answered your question. Thank you.
Your question also got answered. So we'll like to you.
How about the rituals? But he answered with regards to the rituals, he said that as time goes on, I believe this is the first seminar or symposium that we are organizing, or that is organizing. With time, some of this knowledge, you just can't drop it in the public domain like that. You know what I'm talking about. He knows, he understands.
Thank you very much. I hope your questions have been answered very well. It's an educative and interactive seminar. So we have the men, the ladies now. Let's start with.
Great afternoon, all. Thank you for allowing me to ask a question, because I feel like I ended up speaking out of turn. First thing you notice with me, as my sister here said, I'm speaking in my notes. Because some of us, unfortunately, were kidnapped and taken further afield. And one of the first things we lost was our language. Now we have somehow worked our way back. I was born in Jamaica. I've lived in 4 other countries before going to Nigeria and now Ghana. I'm sure I speak for a lot of our returned sons and daughters who would say that we have come to these events searching for where we're from, and we're still getting left behind. Good percentage of the presentation today I did not understand. Should the event come to an end because of that? Absolutely not. But should I go home half empty or half full? I think that also should be a no. I beseech you all in our social level that consider us. We came back here. We brought ourselves back here. We are in search of our authentic beginning. And at our presentation level, we beseech you further. We are thirsty. We are hungry. We are desperate to reconnect fully, properly, and holistically. A lot of us have gotten some names appropriated to us, which is still better than what we came with, but we are nothing without our language. Thank you.
Now the selection, so
my name is Kala. My question is, you said that chief food, those of us that how it happened, what is the way out? My second question is, now I'm sure that I should be that is when a child is born, umbilical cord is cut. As a father, how do you handle that? Do you just throw it away, or how do you go about it? Then the last question also is not directly to it, at least I'm understanding. There's something like they said, when twins are born, there's something really for us, we're supposed to perform for them. that rituals, that is supposed to be performed by maybe the family you are coming from, the school there, is it them that are supposed to perform it, or anybody who really understands the cosmos can be able to perform the study? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like for these questions to be answered, and then we'll use a lot more English now, so everybody. Sometimes, you know, it gets a lot deeper understanding when it's in heaven. So, but would tell me.
So let me take the opportunity to deeply explain what Ifa all about. The word is actually Fa, F-A, Fa. Qualifying it with E-A or whatever, the word is Fa, state of calmness. That is why in the beginning of the universe is started from a state called Sa, dark energy. And within dark energy, everything was latent. Nothing was known. So there was no movement, nothing. It was in a state of fun. So if you are going through difficulties in life, vibrations and whatever thing is worrying you, for you to come back to your own rhythm, you have to go and seek fun to direct you on what to do, so you can reinstate yourself in that state of calmness. So, the word is just fun. So, Nigeria, what they are doing is the same thing we are doing here. There is no difference. It is the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you, then. My friend's question about widows who don't have a cheerful.
Yes, I said that because we have cheerful again, the sea. Ocean is also cheerful. That is the bigger cheerful that gave birth to the entire universe. I said earlier, we don't want to go into cosmology. Now we will tell you how the first river came into existence. In science, they say there is a missing link between how apes came to become humans. We are not ready for that today. But cheerful is what gave birth to the first river. Something happened. And the apes must be transformed to become human. We have everything intact. But with your question, cheerful is there again. So if you have lost yours, your mother couldn't collect yours, we can help you with the bigger cheerful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The question
with the umbilical cord, we all come from different kinds of clans, as we call wrong. So we all do our rituals differently according to our lineage. So you have to see us private. We ask you certain questions. Then you tell us about your lineage. Then we give you a good answer.
Thank you very much. I guess your question has been answered. All right, please, I'll take the last set of questions. Okay, you also asked about the trees.
Yes, the tree is also connecting to the clans. So we have to know what clans you are from. That will give you what rights you must do. What we do in our clan is different from what you do in your clan.
Thank you very much. I guess your question has been answered very well. So I'll take the last 3 sets, 3 sets of questions and then.
Thank you very much. Part of the diaspora. And so my question even goes a little further than, as my sister was saying right here, is EFA able to tell us and reconnect us with our lineage in order for us, the ones who are separated, taken away, kidnapped from our bloodlines and from our clan, can EFA answer that question to bring us back so we can connect with our lineage?
Definitely,
so
yes.
we can be reconnected with the whole. You know that answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the question.
PaulVin pe ma ka so ba su na yo ipa ko la kli jani ba no pa le na pa ko ya fi ba su ina gla e ko na ga su ba ta akiri na da to. It is true that some of our brothers and sisters were taken away and they are finding their ways back. The only thing that can reconnect you to your ancestral home is a family. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It needs a father help you find your way. So,
hello. Maraku Patrick Esanga. Maraku High Priest in the Mofiama. And I mean, God, original name is Buddha. Now, the God himself has deceived the people in the world with the name Jesus Christ. Now, for your research, God, the original name is Buddha, that carries the power, and give birth to Jesus Christ as the name everybody has been following. Now, for my research myself, I'm also a Boko. Now, for research, I realized that the name Jesus Christ is not a name that exists and it doesn't carry any power. But people are believing it, and yet still, those pastors are preaching them, come to us for us to empower them to go and use the name, and when they want to use the name that can heal people, they use the mind and speak the name that carries power, and they will be healed. Some will give them the herbs for them to put in the pocket that they are pocket and healed. So I wanted to use this opportunity to tell the people that the name Jesus Christ, I myself, being a pastoral school, and during my fasting, the energetic power, possibility that we are talking about, what is it? The possible energy that we are talking about. During my fasting and prayer, my assistants, per your teaching, I understood that if not an angel that came to me, it's been the ancestors' story that came to me. I should stop going to church and I should stop the Bible school. And I did not understand. I took a stable step. I went to my bishop that this is what I've heard by the angel. Now, what is the original name of Jesus Christ? I wanted to know. Because I could see that there is no power in that. From there, we went for the convocation. By the spirit of their assessments, they told me that they have given me a gift for me to help the leaders. So I should learn from whatever I'm learning from them. So coming back to the Jesus Christ, me myself, I have entirely put myself into that recently. So I had this opportunity to come to your program to let the world or the Africans know that you have something that you should be proud of. Yes, because when this sickness or disease outbreak, that is what COVID-19, the white people are begging the black people to pray on their behalf to be healed. So that is something that they know, but they don't want to tell us. So thank you. I want you to find the true name of Jesus for us.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that question. You want to know the true name of Jesus. It's very unfortunate. In the local language, we don't say Jesus, we say Yesu. But when you go into a fact code calling the food, Yesu kere blondo maya jigo, blondo maya jigolo. Yesu kere blondo maya jigoa, bajigoya na yengrutori, blondo maya jigo. So we also have a system, but our system is not called Jesus. We have a system that is called Yesu, but not Jesus. And we cannot link or connect Yesu to to Jesus. Our Jesus was not a human being that was born to shed his blood to save anybody, but it was a system that can help you to uplift yourself to the most conscious one. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I would like to chip in to what our Thotho has said. Actually, today we are not here to discuss about this fictitious name called Jesus. We are here to talk about Ifa. But to set the record straight, you see everyone seated here, and I believe everybody in this room know that that fictitious name never existed. We don't believe in that name. And as our Thotho has said, Ayesu. Kristo. We've known him from the Ifa song that he just gave. So, in the New Testament, I don't want to go much, but there are two characters, two personalities put together. The Ayesu, he mentioned in the song, who was a spiritual leader and a revolutionary. But they will not teach you the revolutionary aspect in the church because it will not benefit them. You understand? So, maybe another time we will deal with this subject so that we will not complicate or, create diversions from why we are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adam. So the next question.
Good afternoon. My name is Achebe. From all the questions and the lectures that has gone on, I'd like to know, explain to us the IFA initiation, and then those who can go through the IFA initiation. Please, I'd like to do it.
Thank you very much. IFA initiation.
I'll go. Okay. Thank you very much for your question. Your name again? Yo, Maji Harana. Jabo boy, Kufe, Mapoko Bara Yusue, Patua Ko, Kola Bangai. Poko ekutuye, mapoko bara isu, patua po kola bangai, manyo na tobi we nyawe, manyo na novi we nyawe, amo isue, bo, ebe poko ekutuye, mapoko bara isu, patua po kola bangai, ebe boy gonna it's like a blind man leading a blind man. Why can it be? Distraction. That is done by the name. A fire initiation. Every human being born have the right to go through a fire initiation. If you go through the fire initiation, then you know why you are in this life. Souls or humans that have not gone through a fire initiation, we consider them as souls that are living, but they don't exist. If you exist, then you must know about your existence. Your existence is what is embedded within you. But if you are living, you are just hanging around and one day you buy and pack your things and go. So everybody must go through a fire initiation for you to be able to know why you are here, for you to know your purpose. So, and the people who qualify to do a fire initiations, we call them Jobanao. Today we are calling them Thotho, but the correct word is Jobana. Yes. Thotho is not a rank in a farm. For instance, if you come to me for a fire initiation, I will ask you to bring your parent, a father and a man, and a woman. And these two people they must know about Afa. So you equally have to go and bring a man who knows about Afa and a woman. So they will lead you to us. And it is on their laps that we will be sitting before we do the initiation for you. So they becomes your father and your mother. But today we corrupt the system, we call it Thotho and the initiators of Afa. They are God over. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toby. We have a few more questions and we'll go on the event. I will take 2 more questions.
Hallelujah, Seto. And we're going to come Katamiti. Apa, Roku, Yakoya, or Sofonani, Koku. I don't remember Yamanafia, Tadu, remember. The Bedema Macro, the Yama Macro, Akura Funia, when you go off a Yanchi, Akamiato, Kuchalaga, Aruna, Balako Futo, Jesus in China, Pio, let's search the Virgin Isis. About the best to Many African as a woman. And I said, the Virgin Isis, America, I feel corrupted by Jesus Christ. Upon they never fully got there was such man the Virgin Isis or the Jesus Christ Aqua Figure or 2 Apanam.
Joe, any banana. But the young boy, see, the apply another senior, to Oyochi in a hammock in my piano. And your my piano of Fono. I just want a vision of it. You choose one of them, not alone. After I give a no grammar, Claire of Vinyor. Who walk on the penna with Yao? If you are of a young gentleman, a stroke. You may know just I don't think our country we are not a dollar to pass it a camera. They will not gallery. Oh, we are no way with a number, I know a transfer with
Mado Anyamanchi now, Madakukure. Na upale amabari na bayira tobi toto sa obo na wa kaun apia hunda afuma mi aten anya do mi agbo ojo alomanya mi agbo ojo bara kokko saroma what she asked was that her brother had twins with 2 separate women and here we have 2 twins initiations or rituals that we do for our twins, but it was not done for the twins, and as a result, now their father or his brother has been paralyzed with stroke or something of that sort. So he's asking whether is it because of that rituals have not been done. That is why, and I said no. The best thing she can do is after the event, he needs to go and see the high priest to do a proper spiritual diagnostics to find out what actually is going on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Take one more. Okay, my friend here has a question.
Comanda pene nyato so upanye samalo ayolo le akbepo so ya me awo na ku awo de yoko me ayolo la ba je me ale ki ko wo you're so here for something along the way back to ekis we can have to fly to initiation one. No more will you over blaming Ayabo. And then I can explain you got that when you call it the same process. You realize that they just change the tunes along the way. I just want to beg that the elders should be able to organize us together to follow through. Because nobody died, the rest should cheer for the channel.
My friend made a suggestion. Please take one more question. I think I'm coming up. I'll come to you. Okay, then we'll take the two last questions. Please, we want to go on with the event, so I am begging. Your questions will come back to them again.
Hello, thank you for the presentation. I'm going to have to reiterate what my sister and my wife have mentioned before, because this is a very serious thing. That we have been separated, and there's no connection where we were born, and no connection where we come from. So even as you had mentioned, there are certain things we must bring to the ceremony. We cannot, because most of us left families who didn't understand that we were pulled to come home. And so a lot of us were here, I would say, from, someone would say a call in their head, or just an energy, just pulled us from where we were at. We left our jobs, sold our cars, sold our homes, and just left. Because something told us that we could not stay there no more, than we needed to come home. And so when we come home, we're not home. You know, nobody knows who we are, because history was not told here, just as well as history was not told there. So we're stuck in what we'll call limbo. There's no connection with us, and we just float in the middle, trying to find somewhere to go. And if you're saying FI can help us, some of us may not have the requirements to meet the ceremonial needs, as in a male and a female, to take us through this passage. And so I would want to know if the high priest may set up a council for those in diaspora who wish to truly be reconnected with their clans, with their people, with their name, with their culture, so that we can properly be home. And I really want to stress that, because there's a lot of us that are here and we feel lost. We were told to come here and don't know what to do.
Thank you very, very much. So we'll take one last question. I have a brother here who has been, okay. So, Tommy, when I could question my last one, what he said. Answer that question. People want you to answer the question.
Thank you very much, my brother from the diaspora. Welcome home. You're welcome home. And we want to know if there is a system that, because I said, those who want to go through a fire initiation, they need to bring along 2 people that can assist them to father them and mother them. There is a system that once you come, we will do a divination, and whoever is selected to guide you and take you to the initiation will be safely done for you. So you are welcome home. And be rest assured, after the initiation, you surely know where you come from. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Please, my friend over here has a question. I want him to do the last question. Ben.
I'm Raphael. My question is so simple. Even though it's simple, I have to ask. With the initiation of with this situation, I quite remember he said, when you do the initiation, you know why you are here, what you are supposed to do. In a situation when I find myself to be like 40 years, 50 years, I do my initiation. Before I was coming, I said I will be a footballer. At 50 years, I've done my initiation. I can't play football anymore. In this situation, what am I supposed to do? Because there are some priests that they will tell you what you are supposed to do, but there are some priests they will do it for you and they will leave you. And let's say at the age of 40, you are supposed to be a military man. 40 years, you are almost to the retirement age. What are we supposed to do?
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the question.
Kali Akrautula, a number of the Madonna cell, Kali cell do Yahweh now. My brother, maybe football is not in your life. You must not be a footballer. So, but if you can help me with your code after the program, I can go into it and advise you on exactly why you are in this life. According to Akrautula, which is one of the fan code, said two things is not good for you. What you came with, you must concentrate on that. As for the football, you are trying to implant it within yourself. But what was already embedded within you is what you're supposed to be looking for, not what you are looking for. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd like to
Senior, I think the priest answered the question. The football and the military he's talking about, that is what he intends to do or want to do. Now I'm coming. But when you are around 50, 40, you know the age to know who you are and the sort of work that you came to this earth to do. When you go, that is what is going to divide for you to find out from your body. It could be that you were planning, that is in your thoughts, you want to be a military man. But maybe from the farm, that is not the work you came to this dimension to do. So just because you have that ambition in the past 40 years and you've not gone into the military, no, maybe that is not your destined work. But Ifa is going to reveal to you, and trust me, when Ifa reveal it to you, no matter how old you are, it will come to pass. I've seen it in some life of some people. Thank you.
My brother would like to chip into that.
What happened is that if it happens in this way, let's say you are 40 years, and that was what the FI definition said. About 40 years, you can be on a pitch, play a football, but you can set up your own academy. That is what you need to do, because it's also in a form of what? A football activity. Or if it is a military game, you can even organize a security base that you can train people. When you are doing that, your energy will be happy that you have a way of dealing with what you are embedded with. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So we have spent a lot of time. We'd like to go on the event. I'd like to invite Boko Abi to come and introduce the Safia Foundation and the FAC Festival.
Thank you. Yes, greetings once again from elders and meeting. I'm formally introducing the Safia Foundation. As we have been told, EFA is the state of calmness. That was the original state of the cosmos. That was the original state of the universe. That was the original state of everything. And EFA is everything. EFA is the world, EFA is you and I, EFA is everything. Everything that exists or that appears not to exist is right in EFA.
So FI is the space of calmness. So Safia or Saf is a state of a dark energy that propels the existence of the universe or the cosmos. And Fu is impregnation, to implant, to conceive, conception, to bring to be, to bring to existence. Therefore, a Safia Foundation is a vision by Mama Thotho to bring back into existence that former state of calmness, that lost ancestral wisdom, that path that we shifted from to where we are right now. Now, the teaching, there's so many aspects to the foundation. Some of the things that we do not know now will be in the foundation. There will be a platform where we can all come to learn. Location, not an issue. There will be online sessions, physical sessions. No matter your age, you'll be able to come again and start from kindergarten and go to maybe PhD, because we all have to learn. We have to unlearn and we have to relearn. The Ancestral Foundation is also like going back, totally, completely rebirthing the system, rebirthing what we have, unraveling what is needed, bringing into existence what is needed. And so, whatsoever our ancient ones did, we are bringing it back. The childhood system of raising the girl child is coming back. The way boys are raised is coming back. Hospitals that should take care of pregnant women in the proper way, so that they raise children who are nurtured with the ancient knowledge, is coming back. Everything that existed in the ancient time, which we feel is lost, is now ready. There's a pregnancy and that needs to be birthed. And that is the vision of Thotho, who is bringing up a Safia Foundation. Now, it is not the work of one person. It is not an idea. It is not a dream. It is not the job of one person. It is a collaborative effort. It is something we all have to come together to make do, to bring to pass. You know, we all have to come together as individuals, as a family, as a society, as a community, as a nation, and as Africans. Because from all we have learned, either you're Nigerian or Ghanaian or Ethiopian, or we are one. We are all divided only by some systemic borders that someone came to put in between. We are one. And if you bring anybody from anywhere and divine before we speak, showing that that person is human. So that is the vision of the Safia Foundation. There's so much entailed in it. You'll be able to learn about initiation process, what is required, what you have to do, how you grow. You'll be able to go through your divinations and have understandings. You know, the church system is where we go and we're asked not to ask questions. You just believe. If it's a lie, take it. It was born by the Virgin Mary, so be it. He died for everybody, so be it. He created Satan, Satan sinned, is punishing Jesus, so be it. His children ends up in hellfire, don't question it. In a false system, it is not so. You ask a question, you have an answer. Because in a fact, everything exists. So that's the vision of the Safia Foundation. And so if you're not registered or put down your name, kindly do before you leave. Every information, as we unravel it, will be sent to you. You're part of a Safia Foundation. Secondly, we have our annual Thotho Festival. We have a calendar system where we begin the year in June, not January. So June is the time we all come together in Volta region and begin our year. It is the time to be empowered. It is their time to go through cleansing processes, it's the time to go through divination processes, it's the time to come together as one big family from all walks of life and all locations and celebrate what we have. And also propel the energy that we have into the system so that we can all grow. So updates on this 2024 FR Festival will also be forwarded to everyone, so we carry you along and you know how to prepare, what to prepare for. And if you're perhaps just relocating into Ghana or you're resettling, like my brother said, you are home. You will find yourself. If your childhood do not know you don't know your biological father or mother, you will find them. You will find yourself. You will discover yourself. Within everyone here is family. If you're an orphan, you belong nowhere. In FR, we are bonded. We are one blood. We don't have a segregation system where someone is, So it brings you, it gives you a sense of acceptance. You belong somewhere. You rise for somewhere. And we all come together to also raise ourselves. It is way different from the church system. It is an existing Asian system that cannot be wiped out. Like Thotho rightly said, until the African man is totally erased from the soil of Africa, will the Asian system cease to exist. So I'm cordially inviting you as you receive the messages, let's do this. Let's make it work. Lastly, divinations, initiations, the door is open. The door is open. There's the knowledge systems and teachings you go through before you get there. The door is open. And I am using this medium once again to say that you are in the right place. Sleep, think over it, you are not lost. You've not gone to church for so long, you are not lost. You are home, you have come, that is a fact. And we'll be looking forward to more and more collaboration. Every time we have workshops, seminars, events, we know that we have family, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we'd like to go on with the event, and then it's an honor to invite our own, he's a cultural anthropologist and a divine priest. He's one of the people we all look up to, study from on the internet. I'd like to invite Osofo Boko Kofije Ahaji.
Thank you. I'm most grateful to be invited to be part of this wonderful experience. But I will start first by asking any number of people who can give me the correct alphabetical order. The order of the alphabets. Yes. Nobody. I'm seeing some.
Yes, so let me. Yeah.
A, B, D, E, F, B, G, H, I, K, L, M, O, O, P, R, S, T, U, V, W, Y.
Put your hands together for him. It is not easy. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah, that's so well.
You go to school and you are taught to learn ABC. You have Q and you have K. All these jumbled alphabets. Now, there was a question asked about Ifa, Afa, Fa. When you look at the hieroglyphs, when you see the bird in front of the other ideograms, it's giving you one interpretation.
Yes.
You can say When you see the bird telling that to look at those ideograms following it, it's telling you A. So you see that in the Bible, every 10 years they are changing the text of the Bible.
Yes.
Why? Because they have not been interpreting the hieroglyphs properly. When Herodotus got to Egypt or Sidon in those days, he identified the people there as possessing the powers of divination to interpret the will of the Creator. The powers of divination is Afan, when the bird is facing those behind, or Ifan, when the bird is back to them. Whichever interpretation you give to the positioning of the bird will determine the pronunciation. Those who live in the Southern Valley spoke a tonal language. When the pitch goes high, the interpretation is different from when the pitch comes down. The white people, they realize that those who live in the Southern Valley produce certain wonderful things. One has been mentioned as the pyramids which have been built. On the pyramids, you can read the hieroglyphs. Why? The symbol of Ma'at. Most of our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, and some of us, understand Ma'at. But what is the symbol of the Ma'at? You see the woman squatting on one leg, stretching out the arms, which the Greeks claimed that it was Icarus brothers who worked feathers to their arms and launched the world into the aviation age about 100 and something years ago. Then the Wright brothers of America also claimed the same thing, and theirs too is about 100 years ago. But when you get into the Southern Valley, the flying glider, which was developed by our ancestors in the Southern Valley, was dated over 2,000 years ago. So we cannot now, every year, we celebrate the Wright brothers as the inventors of aviation. That is not correct. Apart from that not being correct, we have the seafaring vessels. Seafaring, we have a raft seen moving in the ship across the sky, across the waters. But what are we seeing? They are crediting the Europeans with having invented seafaring. For my brothers and sisters of the Eve family, we will talk of Janobu as well, the airplane. We talk of Tojibu as the seafaring vessel. But our ancestors will tell you that Afobu Menyoramu, that's the most important means of transport. If you walk, you will not get drowned. But if you come these days that we are become so civilized that the shortest distance you want to go by car, you go by car, like it happened at Thotho some few days back. The car was involved in an accident and a host of people died. But if you are walking, no car will come and kill you, except that you have crossed the path of the car. So we are saying that before the white face, like Herodotus said, we had the system of understanding ourselves, of realizing ourselves, and knowing what we have to do. We must get to know ourselves. That's the most important thing. We have to know ourselves. If we know ourselves, we will get our way clear. So, Herodotus identified that those who live on the technology of Afanago. I am a bit grown, but I went through the required initiation to know myself. So I urge all of you who are here and haven't gone through the initiation to go through it. It's a very wonderful thing. On my address, you will see there are 16 houses of Ifa. I went to Oshoko, I went to Ile-Ife, and I've seen what Ifa can do for us. I am most grateful for this opportunity to sell the small knowledge I have. But we must know that we can do what any other person. When it comes to mathematics, we are great. If you go through APA, you will get the solution to your problem. Amen. Right.
Thank you very much, Safia. Thank you very much. We are very grateful for the insightful message.
Yes.
The conversation is really getting interesting. So now, I'd like to have the honor to invite, my mentor and then a spiritual guide. He's been my spiritual guide for so long. Make some noise for Mukiaga.
Grand Rising family. We are behind time, so I wouldn't waste much time. I'm going to do it very brief. I would like those who have their smartphones with them to Google 2 words for me. The first one is Urim. It's spelled U-R-I-M. Urim. That is the first one. It is Urim and Thummim, or Thummim. So let me give you the spelling of the Thummim too. It's Thummim. Now, these 2 words are found in the Bible. I just want to reaffirm or confirm what our chief priest, Thotho, have just given us. You see, we've been educated to see our African way of life, spirituality, tradition as evil and demonic. But over the years, they have succeeded in translating our knowledge system to the point that it has become useless to us, even though when we read the Bible, we found them there. I don't know who have already googled these 2 words. Urim. Okay, let me proceed. That one we come with that. Urim, when you read the Bible, you come across, especially the Old Testament, you come across these 2 words, Urim and Thummim. They will tell you that the Urim means light, and the Thummim means perfection. Now, they even went ahead to give you a description of these 2 words. They tell you that the Urim is what? A white stones. Okay? And they will tell you the Thummim is blackish in nature. Now, let me make and set this record clear. The Urim is what we call in our language, in the Ever language, as what? What the Europeans call what? The cowries. See here. What is it used for? So they will tell you that the Urim is used to find the will of the Creator. That is what is, if you Google it, that is what is come. That is what will come. So is it not the same Ifa? So that is, the Urim is the whitish stone, which we call the cowries, or Sifia, or Buki, or Huchi. They tell you it is a chain of black stones. I believe when you go to our Thotho, he used the bumaga. What color is it? Thank you. I've watched on YouTube when the so-called modern Hebrew rabbis were asked about
what is Urim and Thummim? They give the same explanation, but what he concluded was they don't have it. It shows that they are not the original people. And they said if they want to ask anything from the Creator, when they cast it, they will ask yes or no. Do we still do that? So whose knowledge system is that? That is our knowledge system. And what I want to conclude with is that what is now known as the Old Testament, though it has been polluted, or so many fabricated lies have been inserted, when you take your time and do research about your language, your spirituality, your tradition, you can find many of them in the Old Testament. And that is why when they came, the colonial Christian missionaries came, they told you that the Old Testament has been what? Fulfilled. Because they know if they allow you to go there to do more research, you're going to see your own self in the Old Testament. I call it advanced scriptures. Why do I call it advanced scriptures? Because everything that took place in the Old Testament is as a result of what? Divination. Either by an individual or for a nation. I'll give one example. I'll let my brother Amawuga to read 2 Kings chapter 8 verse 8. Let's look at something there.
2 Kings chapter 8 verse 8. He said to Hazael.
You see the name there? They said Hazar. The name, when you go, Hazar, this is pure typical heavenly. When I say it, people say, I'm taking all these things for my tribe. But no, we are all one people. Yes. What we are trying to do is to establish our originality, our knowledge system. So if someone is an account or a fanti and is able to establish the origin of our people, our knowledge system, we should be proud of that. And if me as an elder comes to do same, we should be proud of that, because we are what? We are emancipating our own selves. So go ahead.
So I'll go by asking the question again. Is this not a fact consultation?
Yes.
That is 2 Kings chapter 8 verse 8. He said to Hazael, take a gift with you and go to meet the man of Judah. Because I don't want to say God. To meet the man of Judah.
For them to understand, I would like you to use that for this teaching purpose.
Thank you very much. So he said to Hazael, take a gift with you and go to meet the man of God. Consult the Lord through him. Ask him, will I recover from my illness?
So, when you read the Bible, first, in the past, when we talk about men of God or man of God, we are referring to our what? Our priests. The Thotho, yes. The Tubanao, the Lubedeao, the Awunao, the Rabba. We say Rabba. Our Yoruba brothers says what? Araba. It's saying mean. So they go and consult. So if you read even the Saul, where Saul's the story of Samuel and Saul, yes, where he was made a king, yes, they said there's a priest up country there. What do we need to go and give to the man of God to tell us our way? You see, when you read, he said what? Take a gift. Read that portion.
Take a gift with you and go and meet the man of God.
That's all. When you go to any Ifa priest, that's right. A gift, you have to speak on something. Could be money, could be anything for the priest to divine for you. So if we have to go with the Eurocentric concept of God, then why would he go and ask the man of God to define or find out whether he will die out with his illness or is going to recover.
And he says, consult the Lord through him.
So consult the Father and find out whether I will survive or I will die. Folks, these are our knowledge system. We've allowed others to influence us with their lives. There's one body that I like too much. It's called Tula Merge. Tula, the builders. We are the builders. Yes, as we explained. So without wasting much time, already we are behind time. Miawenya agbeto ple agbe no. Miawenya kovia. Let's go back and research into our past. And that is the only way we can re-establish our black supremacy once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We feel like I'm out for black.
Thank you very much. Yo, Akwanami Gata, thank you very, very much. Akwanami is a word for thank you very much. So, I'd like to call Minao to also come and give us something short. Daniel, I got applause from Minao.
Excuse me to use this word. Our God, brothers and sisters, excuse me for using that word. I'm happy to be here today, and I've learned a lot. Tradition is something that you can't get hold of all of it. You know some, and you learn some from other people. So I know my part, and I've come here today, and I've learned a lot. Afar is something we all need to have. Like, you all need to go to the family station. One, before I will become a priestess today, or before I will become who I am today, I was advised to go to a farm so that I will know who or what I'm supposed to come and do in this one. And through a farm, I realized that I was born to become a priestess. And that's exactly what I'm going through now, or what I'm doing now. Through this, I've seen myself in so many places that I cannot imagine being here. I've seen myself dining and whining with so many great people just because I'm a priestess, and I'm grateful for that. And before, when I was a child, normally when it is raining, I normally those kind of funny things you do as a child. When it is raining, we'll be running under the rain, shouting, playing. And at the end, I'll fall sick. But through a fun, I realized that it's not good for me. So everyone, I'll urge each and everyone here to go to a fun initiation so that you will know your destiny. Going through a fun initiation is like knowing your star, who you are born to become, what you need to do, what not to do. Some of us are here, we are forbidden from eating certain food, some things. Through a fire, you will know whether you should eat this meat, this fish or not. What to do and what not to do. So I will urge each and everyone here to force himself and go through the fire initiation so that you will know who you are and what you're supposed to do. Thank you all.
After, thank you very much. Next is I'd like to call my brother Fiaga. He has a few announcements for us. Fiaga, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. And thank you once again for having a good time with us. I hope right from here you know what you are to do and what you are not to do. And then if you need further consultation to get more details or information about yourself, your past life, your present, and the future, then you contact or you see Thotho. So now, all our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, you are not left out. This is home, and you returning home does not mean you are left out. You are welcome, and then we are ever ready to receive you and then let you know who you really are and what you are here for. Because the ancestors did not just, bring you back to leave you just like that. You are home, so for that matter, you need to be given the shelter to feel at home. The Safia Foundation has a lot of things to bring on board to help us as a people. So if you are here and on any of the social media on the internet, you have to connect with us, and whatever support you can do in your way to help establish this foundation, to build upon it for us, for the so that we can have great civilization as our ancestors have done before. Yes, man has done, man can do, and we are the ones we have been waiting for. No other else from somewhere can come and then save us. So if we have Safia in amongst us and they manipulate or corrupted it to tell you Safia, we are the Safia, then you tell you Safia from elsewhere who does not look like you, then it means we are dancing to the wrong rhythm. For that matter, let us all help to support this great institute to be a restoration foundation for all of us as a people. Thank you very much for coming. We also have a Safia products. One is Nyasa in tree, say Nyasa, but because of our brothers and sisters here, it is retentive memory. Nyasa, retentive memory. So if you are here and then mentally you do forget things quickly, and then keeping things on mind, it is difficult for you. It will help restore your memory, so you can buy for yourself and your family, loved ones, friends, and then we all help one another. As the saying goes, Ubuntu, you are because I am. And family is taken from a fam or ifam, family. So let us all come together and build this for us and the next generation. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very, very much. So now, before we have the vote of thanks, my brother here has been asking to say something, so I want to give him 1 minute to say something.
I don't let the aqua have been out, like an aqua, or the Dogana Daddy, Jodana, or here, or do for Nama. I told Papa as you, no matter what the doctor that that can aqua Maria, the Yapo Dana, here the Yamaria, or you could but you. No get your Donna, Doctor down by the women, but the fireman never looked in. Now, do for what Yashipa, and more on China. I won't know China. I won't know China. I'm not going to be a young fool. Not a Yajarapa. You are a fool, but I'm a young no, what I'm a woman. And my year, my corner, or none. What do you call it? The young ones, what a young brother go to the United. Look at it, to me, a doctor, I'm doing a football network. Awo, mi da fuka baba nya, na nya baba ni wo baba bi na maso na. E ta na kwa mna yitu ba, fire my wo na. Awu bi awo ko no kwa mo tetere na no. Baba ko aba ba chia yi. Mo kwa ni, awu ya ma de ya mo ya de, ya be ko yitu. Anu ya jo akun ba. Yiti na be de ya mai. De ja na ka bu mo ko to akun mo ri. Ya to bu ro ki na ma, wa shi wa fu, wa dia na ka ma. Na de ya ku wa mo ko ko le, adu ba ni. Look at 1 million.
Thank you very much.
Okay, he spoke about the water we've all been talking about, the Shefu, and he said a lot of things. He said, you see that water, our doctors need to stop throwing it away. You know, he said they need to listen to us. They need to give it to them because in case your child goes mad or has a mental problem, that water can save him. In case your child goes missing, you don't know where he's going to, that water can save bring him back home. You know, he just kind of answered the question of what are the uses of the water. So it's been an exciting event, and I am glad and honored to have been the MC for the show. But before we go, I'd like to call Boko Abi to give us a vote of thanks. Boko Abi, we need you once again. Fireman, thank you for your fire.
Yes, Boko Abi, vote of thanks. Yes.
Thank you. I'm so good. Some fire. Thank you. Call me fire. Okay, thank you. To my elders who have come all the way, we greet you. We thank you for leaving your homes, your family, your work, to come all the way from Oka region to our plan to this occasion. We are so much grateful. Yes, to distinguished ladies and gentlemen, son of the soil, African men and women, strong men, children of the ancestors, children of the ancient ones, we are so grateful. On behalf of Thotho and Safia Foundation, I want to say thank you. Thank you because this was put together in a short time. We didn't envisage this, but we know that if I had you in mind, you got the call, you received it, and you came. It's an honor to have you here. Without you, this would not have been possible. We want to say a big thank you. We are so grateful. We appreciate you. From everybody, we appreciate you because today is a public holiday. We believe that you're meant to be boxing right now, you know. But you chose to be awakened, you know. And we know that so many people have other events today, but you still left it and felt this was more important. So we say, let us see. We are so grateful. We appreciate your coming. And we would love to see more and more and more of you. So before I go, we have some of the cosmetics products on the table just by the door. This is sachet beads for bracelets. I have them on my ankles. You will send mine. I wear them back maybe on my ankles. You can wear them on your wrist. Children, men and women, everyone can wear them. This is good as a protection bead. This is something our forefathers would always have on. This is nothing fetish, squamish, and things are frowned upon. This is something our fathers and mothers will always wear. So please feel free. What it does is it dispels negative energy around you. We are all a bundle of energy, but all is a place of energy where energy, thrives. So it spells negative energy draws to you the positive energy. Whatsoever you call negativity is an energy. So whatsoever you think it can be spelled as negative, it's good to have it on. Whatsoever you call positivity, favor, goodness, success, open doors, breakthrough, whatever word we use to qualify it, have it on. Let your children have it on, husband and wife have it on. You don't need to remove it, just keep it on. It's also an identity. You know, it's also an identity. Let me just give a quick one before I round this up. I'm partly a Nigerian and a Ghanaian. Okay, so I have children, we have children, some friends' children who had their protective gates. And there were incidents of kidnappers. They kidnapped so many people and led them into the bushes. But they felt that these children had some form of identity on, and probably they were conscious to the point that these were children that should not be trampled upon. These were children that should not be desecrated. And they spoke to the children, who gave you this? And they said, our parents. And they said, let them go. You know, they honored what was said on them. So whatsoever we do in the Ifa system is sacred, it's an identity. Initiation is not a cult, it's a sense of belonging, a grooming and acceptance into a family that you originally had. So it will be good to pick this. It's 200 stages. The black one is star and the white one is cherry. If you can buy the two, it's fine. If you can do one, absolutely fine. Thotho also has this. It's a honey tonic. It's a retentive memory tonic. So if you have memory issues, you have stress, you forget a lot of things, no matter the age, this is a beautiful one to have. There's a small bottle and a big bottle. The small bottle, 200